On July 11th, a part of me died. And right now, I'm going to be 50 next year. And I feel it's time to hang it up and forget everything called entertainment. But when I see these guys here, I thank you, the whole of Nigeria. Thank you for Nigerians in diaspora. I thank you. A young man came up in New York. He said his name was Tunde. His name is Tunde Oshofison. He's an angel. He was there for my brother, like every other person was there for Sultan. We really appreciate you, and we say thank you to you. But Sultan, being the kind of person that he is, that he was, he already sent a thank you message to everybody. And the message is right here. And allow me to share this message with you. Even before he died, he shared this message. That was the last song he shared with me, and he told me thank you. And he says thank you to all his friends, everybody in the country, the musicians, the press people, Edilawani, Innocent Idibia, Tunde Oshofison, Idris, Aisha, all of you that came through for Sultan. I can only say thank you. And I think Mayowa has something to say too.
Hello everybody, my name is Wanda. My daddy was a good man before I died. I really loved him. Also my sister, my brother. He always took care of us. He always didn't want to get angry in front of us. Every time he was always nice to everybody. He would always spend his money for good things, not bad things. He was always a nice man. He never said anything bad to me. He was always nice. If I did anything wrong, he always correct me. Thank you, Daddy. May you so rest in peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, in this light, I just want to say something. Since Sultan was a man of peace, I want to beg everybody. I don't know if this is the best opportunity, but I'll call Edilawani to come and help me do this. Peter and Paul Okoye, I never met you guys. Sultan was emceeing a show when he came back to tell me that I met these boys, Peter and Paul. They are wonderful. They're this, they're that, and I became their fan. And we've been nothing but love for you guys. I beg you in the name of your father and your mother, and Jude as well, I beg you guys, y'all need to come together and bury this, because the time is very, very limited.
A lot of things have been said about Sultan this evening, and the summary of everything is Sultan was a great guy. He was an amazing human being, inside and outside. He cared deeply about everyone. He was genuine on many levels. He was funny. He always made people feel good around him. I remember when he called me on a video call, and I saw he was in the hospital, you know, and he was just showing me around. I couldn't process. I must have asked him 10 questions in 5 seconds. Like, what's going on? In fact, I thought it was a video shoot. I thought it was a set. Like, guy, what are you doing again? You know, then he flipped the video and showed me his face. And when I saw him, I broke down. But you see, the thing about him is, even up until the point of death, Sultan was still living his life about others. I remember, even in the hospital bed, he would send me songs that he had written for his artist, or for, her name is Angelica. You know, he would send me songs and say, please help me do this, help me do that. You know, I wasn't finding it funny, because in my mind I'm like, guy, sure, all right, you need to get well first, you know. But I then realized that this was actually the fuel that was actually fueling him and making him feel happy every day. And I remember all of the songs that I worked on, I sent it to him, and he sent me a voice note and said, she was normal by, she was okay, we should to make sense by. And I started laughing, and in my mind I'm like, this guy, you're going through so much pain, you're going through a lot, and you still have the strength in you to make me feel good as a human being. He was an amazing guy. I would miss every moment. I think one of the things that I have not been able to process in the past few weeks is the fact that there's no more Sultan. You know, I tell myself that our industry vampire is dead. You know, it's really difficult, but I take solace in the fact that he lived a good life. He lived a very, 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 very impactful life. I take solace in the fact that he was very exemplary. You know, he has shown us that it is possible to live right, it's possible to live well, it's possible to be selfless, it's possible to be a good person. We operate within an industry where everybody seems to have an opinion about the other person, but I have never heard Sultan say anything evil about anybody before. I have known him now for, well, maybe over 10 years now, and about that, you know, I have never. In fact, sometimes when we're in gatherings and people bring up conversations, you know, that leads to talking about somebody, he would just laugh. He would say, feel. You know, I don't know, you know. I think for everyone here, there's so much to learn from this man. Sometimes we live our lives as though we have control over it. You know, I was telling someone recently that, you know, we have conversations like, I will see you tomorrow. We're so used to sleeping and waking up that we think it's normal. And because of that, we are not aware. I feel like Sultan was aware of his life every single day. He lived his life as though it was the last. Every single day he lived it as though that was the last. And I am super grateful to have met him. I am super grateful to have seen, you know, my religion tells me that God came to earth as in human form, and that was Jesus Christ. I didn't meet Jesus Christ. I only read of him, I still read of him. But Sultan, I can say very comfortably that Sultan was my own Jesus Christ. Because I saw it, I felt it, and it was real on many levels. Sultan was everybody's guy. The way he was my guy, he was everybody's guy. You know, there were people that I saw with Sultan that even me, I questioned him. I'm like, guy, what are you doing with this guy? He would say, feel it, Joe. You know,